Right, this is the third attempt of a road test today. Weather's not too bad, sun keeps popping in and out, but it ain't raining and it's not too windy. Like I said, this is a road test of the Honda Fury 1300 V-twin on a 2013. What can I say about it? Well, it's a very comfortable bike. I'm used to a sports, got a ZXR6, ZXR, depends how you want to say it. I know why it's something a bit more comfortable. I do a lot of charity stuff, a lot of riding around, so I thought I'd get something a bit more comfortable because I ain't getting any younger, and the sports bike, it's taking its toll on me on long distances, wrists and back and that sort of thing. So I thought, embrace the biker in me and get a cruiser or chopper, which is what this is probably classed as due to its looks. Right, like I said, 2013 Honda Fury 1312, I believe it is, cc V-twin. Wax out about standard about 50 something horsepower. I believe this one's had I've not long had this one, I've had it only a couple of weeks, and I believe when I bought this one it had a Power Master or something attached to it. I can't remember what they called it now, but he's had charts done and he's had to put on the dyno and that sort of thing, and it's working at about 65, something like that, which, for me it didn't really matter too much because I'm not all about the speed on these things. They're all about the comfortable and the looky looks, like his is. But this is a 125. So yeah, it's a chopper look style motorcycle, cruiser chopper, with a very low ride height of about 650 millimeters. Even the shortest of riders should be able to touch the floor there, which is what I like. My ZXR sort of customed, and it's sort of Street Fighter style, so you're on tiptoes because it's jacked up at the back slightly, and it's okay, but it tends to be a pain at manoeuvring and stuff like that in the parking spaces. But this I can manoeuvre around everywhere flat-footed, even with my legs outstretched. I'm still flat-footed. It's, like I said, it's very low, very comfortable, very easy to control. I've got a very big rake on this. I'm not sure exactly what a rake is, but the rake and the forks at the front is they're right there, compared to a normal bike, and just especially compared to a sports bike, where you virtually, your shoulders are almost above the forks in the wheel. It took a couple of days to get used to it, but once after a couple of days of riding it, you're used to how it steers and how it feels. It's almost like you've got to steer before you want to steer, sort of thing. Beforehand you can turn on a dime on a sports bike, but this one you've got to embrace it a bit and think about what you're doing for a while to get used to it. It's a heavy bike. It's 303 kilograms, which is, I ain't got a clue in pounds. I don't know, it's probably about 500 sort of pounds I expect in weight, which is definitely heavier than a sports bike. But then again, it's a big old bike. They tried reducing the weights if they can on this bike. A lot of the chrome that is on here is not actually chrome, it's chromed plastic, which keeps down, I suppose, keeps down costs. So if it does get broken, and also keeps down weight, because I expect the weight of chrome is going to be a hell of a lot more than the weight of plastic, so it does help in that sort of area, keeps down costs. It's a liquid cooled, which is unlike most choppers of this sort, as you can expect. A lot of like Harleys and that are air cooled, but the amount of traffic we have here, yeah, trust me, you don't want air cooled. I've seen a fair few mates of mine on their choppers that are air cooled, and they hate it when they get stuck in traffic and they can't wing through, because their engines are overheating and all sorts. So yes, liquid cooled. They've actually stuck the radiator in between the down tube of the frame, so it splits to go around the engine, and they've stuck it in between the split, which is a nifty little place to put it. I think this one's got a nice little radiator cover on it as well, stainless radiator cover. I prefer this colour, the black, as you can see. That's why I got it, because of the chrome and the black are together really well, plus they're not tied off to any particular colour scheme if I want to add a few bits of colour to it. The most common one is the blue and chrome, but I believe the chrome on there is a lot of chrome. They chrome the entire engine on the blue ones, I think, but on this one, I don't know if it's this model or this year they started doing it, but they tend to just chrome the top ends of the engines and the cylinders, basically. He's had a different exhaust put on there. It's got a I can't remember what exhaust it was now. I keep thinking Scorpion, but it's not Scorpion. We will have a look in a minute. But it's got a different exhaust on. It has a saddlebags or panniers, and obviously the Power Master, which I told you about. It's got a little sissy behind the back, so about 6 inches high, but the missus seems to like it. Says it's much more supportive than the sports bike, which I understand that. But so far, short journey on this one, just to let you know if you're interested in it. There are other bikes out there, but I think the closest thing to this one is the X3S 800 Striker. Again, it's got a raked out, same size engine, same engine basically, but raked out at the front, but that's made by Yamaha. And that was my other choice, but I like this one ever since I saw it, but these are very rare apparently, so if you are interested in it, keep looking, they are around. Don't give up. I didn't. I was looking for like 8 months before I found this one. So don't give up if it's something you do like. I'll show you some, I'll get some images of it in a minute when I pull up where I'm going today. Now this one's actually got a rev counter tacho added to it, because obviously very basic on the dash. You've got your miles per hour, you've got your clocks which does your miles, the current mileage, your tacho. It's got a trip A, a trip B, and apparently it's got a well, apparently it has got a clock on it as well. I will give a few things of advice if you are thinking about getting one. There's no petrol tap, on off, reserve, something like that. It has got a petrol sensor built into it, which is on the dash here. Can't see it very well there, but there is one. I had a look at it the other day and found out, because I didn't think it had anything. So it should tell you when it's running out, but how far it runs out for, I don't know. So there's no way you can put it on reserve. So I presume as soon as you see the light come on, start looking for a petrol station. I was told it'd do about 120 miles to a tank, so I'm at the moment just using my trip just to see. I filled it up, see what I do before the light comes on, and I know roughly what I'm doing then on a full tank. So like I said, if you are thinking about, there's no actual gauge look, so if you are thinking about getting something that's got no fuel tank and you're used to something with a fuel gauge, don't get this, because it ain't. What else? Basic stuff, like I said, you won't get the speedo, that's extra on here. So obviously you've got the speedo, which is basic. You didn't get a lot of singing and dancing stuff on it, I'm afraid. This is not a gadget bike by a long shot. So you do get minimal stuff, but like I said, it's not about the it's not about everything else, is it? It's not about the mods and the gods and the cruise control, and you can get a version with ABS. I think that's the newer version though that comes with ABS, so I'm not sure this one has it. But yeah, it's what you see is what you get basically, and I like it. I'm really loving it at the moment. It feels good. It doesn't feel heavy as much as it is heavy. Low centre of gravity on it, so you can control it quite easily, which is what I like. I didn't want it to be bulky and heavy and unable to manoeuvre about when I'm on it. I'm not exactly a tall bloke, 5'8", 5'9", but I can manoeuvre it quite easily, so it says a lot really. Keys down there are off, which is always good. Steering lock's a bit of a pain. It's old school steering lock. Got to turn it, push it in, and turn it back again. But you know, like I said, minimal thing. So far, I loved it. It's got a K&N Airfit on this one, which is apparently pretty good. I don't know if I can get off our end. Yeah, there it is. I don't know if you can see that very well or not. I don't know why I'm looking at it, but yeah, it's what it is. But that's it. That's the Honda Fury 1300 on a 2013. It's Cobra. That's the ones. Cobra exhausts. Much better than the standard ones that go 2 into 1 and then 2 into 2 again. It looks like they look really horrible. It's like someone squeezed them. But yeah, that's it. If you want any information, just let me know on I'll stick it on YouTube. Just let me know.